Behold, the yin yang, the universal symbol of balance, a perfect representation of total equilibrium. And within the hallowed halls of the fighting game community, maintaining equilibrium is essential for your sanity. If you fall too far off into yin, you become lost in the darkness, losing any sense of self and slowly transforming into a complete mockery of who you could have been.
Every night! Every night, bro. Every night. Every single night. Hate watching me every night. I'm the biggest winner every night. Every night? Every motherfucking night. Every night!
If you allow yourself to be engulfed by yang, you become blinded by total light, losing any sense of self, leaving yourself vulnerable to the vultures of the community. And while the quest for equilibrium exists in us all, balance is also extremely important for the community. A great example of this can actually be found in the collective known as the Kulture. It was actually last episode that I had the pleasure of sitting down with Makeout Teej and truly understanding his kind-hearted nature.
Yeah, no, everything, whether it's shit talk, whether it's, of course, love and positivity, it's all real, man. So I just appreciate everyone that even came through, listened to us talk. Anyone that's came through and supported Ray or myself or anybody in the culture, I appreciate you, man. And I really would love to get to know you guys and, invite you guys in because, hey, man, like I said, you don't know what people come from, if they've got friends or family and anything like that. Well, you got a home here, so.
The more we talked, the more I understood his role of providing yang energy to his community, playing the role of the guiding hand of the culture. But that is not equilibrium. And while Tej is a critical key to the balance of the culture, his big heart only completes half of the equation. In this video, I explore the other half of that equation as I come face to face with the yin of the culture. If Makeout Tej is the guiding hand of the culture, then today I go one-on-one with the Demon Fist.
Because you know damn well at any point in time, GK will put hands on that ass.
Oh.
Holla at me. Holla at me. Holla at me. What'd I say? How quick was that? How much time did that take? That was like 30 minutes, right?
Hey, what I'm about to do to TK right now is really needs to be blurred out right now.
You better hope you get a win. Holla at you, Pharaoh. Holla at you, Pharaoh. Holla at you, Pharaoh. Remember what you asked me, brother? Remember what you asked me, though, before this match started? You better hope you get a win. You better hope you get a win. You better hope you get a win, brother.
What's funny about this is that TK is actually one of the most friendly, supportive, and genuine people out there that I feel lucky to even call a friend. But for some reason, people tend to fuck around with TK, either dismissing the credibility of the characters he uses, or just flat out challenging his skills as a Tekken player. And he doesn't mind helping them find out.
Now you worry. Now you worry. Huh? Where my respect at, Pharaoh? Where my respect, bro? GG, bro.
Hey, if anybody in this lobby, y'all gotta move around. I'm not gonna lie, y'all gotta move around. Y'all better not even be in here.
Not only did I like it, I like that nickname too. I like that whole nickname.
Bro.
Yeah, I fuck with that, bro. That was nice.
Bro, it was weird, dude, because like I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do it, and then seeing you and Tej interact, like truly seeing you guys interact, like it is so so yin yang, bro, and it was so awesome the way it hit me because it all just made sense all at once, and it was so easy to put out there, bro. And I think this kind of leads to the first question, man. How did you guys stumble across each other? Is this just like an online thing? Are you guys actually like IRL friends? Like, cause you guys got a pretty strong bond, man.
So me and Tej, I met Tej through a YouTube clip. And that's the funniest thing, because I used to be a real big YouTube head, and out of nowhere, I was like still trying to figure out how to do my content. And every once in a while, I'll go through YouTube Shorts and I'll just start looking through the clips just to like get inspiration and like make videos and stuff. And I came across his Green Rank Haran clip, and he was fighting with Haran, but he was fighting against Elisa or something. He was fighting against something he did not want to deal with, and he was getting smacked. But he was crashing. He was like, "Bro, I'm never gonna get good at this game. I'm trash." Oh, he was just going through it, and right there, I saw myself right in that clip, and I was like, "Bro, like." He shouldn't be looking like that, bro. He shouldn't be going through that. Like, bro, we're better than this. I was like, bro, if you ever need help, bro, I'll pull up, man. We can play and train together. This is before I even knew Tej at all. I didn't know nothing about Tej. I think I think I may have seen a video of him before, and I just it resonated with me. And I was like, bro, I hope I can pull up on him one day and just have a conversation with him, bro, just to pick his brain and see to see if we're really like how I think we are, like we're like minded.
Yeah.
And that was in November of 2024. And then I didn't pull up on Tej until it had to be it was January. It was January. I pulled up on one of his streams finally on Twitch, and then the rest is kind of history.
So was it? Where did the rival start? Because that's funny how you mentioned you really were there to help, right? But
Yeah,
damn, bro, you
yeah,
guys definitely have Goku
a
and
big
Vegeta
rival.
energy, bro. Where did that come
So
from? Where did that start?
so that happened because when I first pulled up on Tej, Tej had a schedule, and he wouldn't always play Tekken. So I finally got around to pulling up to the Tekken streams, and next thing you know, we're just in there chopping it up in lobbies. This is before we only had maybe 4 or 5 people that was in lobby at one time. And then one day, me and Tej played, and then when me and Tej played, I realized I was like, bro, you actually good at this damn game. And then automatically it clicked right there in my head. Once me and him started playing, I was like, bro, I gotta push this man to beat me. Because we were dead even. We pretty much we were just even in skill. We weren't that good then. But then I was like, yo, I'm gonna start telling this man how to beat me. Because I was playing Azucena and Clyde. And I was like, bro, I'm only doing this. This is all I'm doing, bro. All you gotta do is be patient and do something like this. And then once he got a grip of how to beat me, then I turned it up. Started making sure I made this man work to beat me. And now he's he's effectively getting better at this damn game. Not just because of me, because people in his community too would always give him tips. But I decided to, up the ante. Hey man, if you my rival, you know what I
Let's
mean?
just turn this shit on, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, let's turn it up. It wasn't it was never hate. It was always in the game. That's all it was. It was always rooted in me wanting to be better at this game, just like he does. And I saw that in him, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna make sure I push this man every chance I get.
What you're saying with Tej, because I see you and I kind of feel the same way sometimes. I'm like, okay, well now TK's Tekken Emperor, I got to get God. Let's get God. I
Yeah,
can't. No, I have to get God now, right?
yeah.
But it's always been based around respect and
Mhm.
honestly some admiration, man. Seeing you being able to play these characters, get this far, and not only that, but even doing things like beating Pharaoh. Now all of a sudden I'm beating Pharaoh. I feel like you play a very you. I don't know if this was intentional, but you grew into a very crucial role within the culture itself as kind of the gatekeeper, so to speak, when it comes to skill and capability. Right, all of a sudden now you are sort of the check when it comes to that. Um, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like it's easier to understand that people see you in this light and would want to challenge you or want to criticize you, critique you, because when you're in that position, you're in a big spotlight, and all of a sudden, GK isn't this, GK isn't that, GK whatever. You've seen it before, and you've proved it wrong time and time again. Does it ever get boring to you? Do you welcome that kind of challenge? How do you process that?
Uh, so this was never intentional, but I respect the hell out of it, and I love it because I I, I accept the role for what it is. Even if I sometimes act like I don't understand it, I get it because I'm gonna just give you a little insight to my mindset, and the reason why I play the way I play is I always was rooted in being the underdog. So with the whole thing with Pharaoh, when Pharaoh came in with that attitude, like I'll trash all y'all. I'm like, oh yeah, I hope that's how you feel. I want you to feel that way because I know I can show you something different. Because I come from a long bloodline of like competitors. These dudes, they would be in the room talking trash, and everybody think they gonna whoop everybody. So like, I grew this mindset of like when I play these games, like, cause I always watch tournaments. I come in where like I say like, bro, I'm already 2 matches down to you, and I ain't trying to get put in losers. Like, so since you think you already got this dub, I'm finna fight like I'm going uphill. I'm finna fight the hardest I ever fought on this game, and I'm gonna leave it on the game. Even though we
Oh
talk, I'm
yeah,
gonna leave it on
dude.
the game. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna leave it right there on that game. I'm gonna give it all I got. Whether I mess up, do whatever, I accept it. I messed it up. I'm out there. So like when that whole persona got put into the culture, I didn't even know what I was doing at first. I didn't know. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Ray. I didn't know what I was actually starting until I started realizing how big the streams became and how people would pull up and like, yo, where's GK at? I want to play GK. I want to just GK. And I was like, I kind of see what's going on here. And like, I had to step into this role carefully, but not only carefully, I had to make sure I make it understood what it is that GK is doing. So like a lot of times I will go on rants where I break down like, yo, I'm not saying I'm good at this game. I look at this game like this because X, Y, and Z because I do this. You know what I mean? I try to counter certain things. And I just try to give people advice the best way I can just to give them like a little glimpse of the mindset that I have or why I play this game like this. Cause like it's never been about trying to up show people and be like, oh, I'm better than you type stuff. No, it's all about learning. Because I play like whether people know it or not, when I first met Tej, our roles were reversed. I was a very defensive player and I was very positive and I was all about, yo, pay attention to how your opponent's playing before you try to counter them. To when I met Tej, he was all about like, man, fuck that. You gotta play balls out to the wall and you gotta to shut people up. You gotta do this and do that. And I was like, bro, that's not the way to play. And then just somewhere out of nowhere, me and his roles reversed where now I'm more of the aggressive type and I'll be like, I'll let people know like, no, you gotta play defense when you gotta play proactive defense. And I'm still big in believing that. You got like they be like, oh, GK, you think defense, you gotta use a button. I'm like, bro, sometimes you do. In Tekken 8, they don't allow for you to sit there and always think that you can just hold every little bit of your opponent's mix. And that's just, that's just a little bit of the mindset of Tekken, how I look at it now. But like, I be like, bro, like now I'll tell you right now, you don't want to let your opponent sit in your face too long.
No.
Or you don't want to do that spacing game where you want your opponent to go first. Sometimes you want to have proactive buttons. And when I started seeing that's like the mantra I was going into, I started seeing like that staple of a man I became in this whole FGC thing. I was like, bro, I can't hold back. I can't hold back nothing. Like sometimes like I'll be in talks with people and I'll be like, some things I know I shouldn't say, but I'm like, nah, you gotta say it.
Why
You
not,
gotta
right?
say
Yeah,
it.
that's you, dude.
You have to
That's
challenge it.
honesty, bro. That's 100% honesty, and that's genuine, right? How
Yeah.
often do you find that? Especially in like Discord groups, right? I feel like online it's so much easier to pretend to be somebody else. But here you are being 100% genuine and you're making it work. And that's extremely admirable, man. It is it creates a unique character for you. And even though I'll be honest with you, right? Like um I feel like especially in social media and like YouTube, um, what's always the most noble things or the most rare characteristics aren't always the most popular ones. It's called brain rot for a fucking reason, right? It's empty
Yeah.
calories. People would love to eat chocolate bars all fucking day, right? But you're
Yeah.
offering sustenance and you're offering creativity and really a unique character to interact with. Not even just see, but to interact with, bro. Like you're
Yeah.
always in the Discord with people. You're always in lobbies, bro. We're always talking. We're always chatting. It's weird, man. It's always we're meeting somebody new. It feels like every day,
Yeah.
and
We are.
it's crazy that when you think about it, like one person a day is getting the GK experience from day one, bro. And it's permeating now. It's permeating because of you, because of a little known thing called the Godfist Takedown. and I'm so fucking excited to talk about this. I wanted to make sure that when Tej and I talked, it had nothing to do with that, because I wanted to talk to the brain behind this, because not only did it pop off, but it created, in my eyes, some of the best Tekken moments I've ever seen, especially at the end, the grand finals, bro, with Wolf and Z
Yeah,
going at it, bro. I've never seen people. I've seen clips online, but
yeah.
that's different from being there in person and seeing that in person.
Hmm.
And that, I could not think of a match that epitomized Godfist Takedown more than that one.
Hmm.
And here we are on number 2. We'll get to that in a second. But I want to ask you, like, how did this, where did this come from? Because this just kind of just spawned. And like, I feel like you guys might have planned this out, but it was crazy how it just like, hey, here's this thing. And then now here we are. Moonsault, Finn T jumping in streams, right? Like,
Hey, yo.
where did this come from? Where did this start?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the backstory of why GK is so rooted in this type of stuff. I
Yeah.
grew up on wrestling. To make a long story short, I like something fascinated me and like brought something out of me when I used to watch these wrestlers like compete in these like ladder style form of like way to get to the grand
King of
prize,
the
like to get
Ring.
to the belt. You know what I mean? King of the Ring type stuff. I used to
Yeah.
really that used to fascinate me, just having like that 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 league, like where it's a record, everybody's competing, you're better than them, it's a ranking system and all this type of stuff. So all that used
I,
to fascinate the hell out of me. And then like, you know, like even the Mortal Kombat thing, like I grew up on all these things that had like, I don't want to say a ranking system, but they had these like warriors that were all trying to compete for the top prize. And I was like, I used to look at it differently when I was a kid, and it gave me so much of like a different feeling that I never could get it back. So like I always grew up like, you know, competing in these video games and always be like a bunch of friends in a room. And it like, and to a degree, I felt like we had like a ranking system in our heads, and that's how we competed. Like we did like a ladder format style where people stayed on the stick, and then you got to like, you know, the people that beat everybody in the rooms like the championship. So like, I always wanted to run my own tournament for some reason. I don't know. I always wanted to have like a league, like that WWF type style thing, like, and just to like grow up and then see like the business standpoint of it and how it all was ran and what really takes to like make this type of promotion stick. Like I started trying to run my own tournament like last year sometime before, right around the end of the summer, right around my birthday in September. And I was promoting it heavy. Like all the people that we know now, like Afro, Dex. Oh, even though I knew Dex before then. Afro, Dex, Nam, Ezanagi, JR, like all these dudes, they were super good. And they always like they was gonna be in the tournament, but I never could get like a time frame.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people don't know this. I tried to run the Godfist Takedown by myself and it flopped hard. I was doing it through start.gg too. I was like pulling up there, all these crazy ass players, you know, streamed, and I was like, bro, y'all gonna join? Y'all do all this? I never had a good time for them because no, like most of them on the West Coast and stuff like that. So like the first one flopped hard. It wasn't until I decided to bring it to Tej and like, bro, we got enough people in like the lobbies now, bro. People pulling up on us. Let's see if we can get these dudes, this core audience, on board with that. And my dumb behind, I should have been did this. I don't know why I tried to go off on my own and do it, even though that's kind of what I was doing with my streaming all through the year. Because it was a point in time I didn't want to always let Tej and the culture know that I was streaming, because I wanted to see if GK could do it on his own. You know what I mean? Not like I
Do
was
that.
leaving the
I did
culture
that
or
a
anything
lot.
like that.
No, yeah,
You know what
just
I
to
mean?
see what your market value is.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
No,
just to see if
I
anybody
feel that.
messing with me.
Yeah.
So then, like once I started like asking Tej to promote it and see if we can get this going. Next thing you know, we got multiple people pulling up on both of our streams. Like, yo, y'all still running that tournament? Y'all doing this and that? And then, you know, the rest is history. I look up and I got you're here. We got Enjo, we got, you know, Phaser, we got High, we got all these Z, we got all these dudes that pulled up just because of me and T's videos of discourse and then the Godfist takedown. And it all was really surreal to me because like I used to like dream about doing this type of stuff. And like That was
Here it
kind of
is,
real.
bro. And it feels like it's got a fucking rocket strapped to its back, bro. I heard Joe Budden was talking about this shit, bro. Like
Man, that's crazy.
it's crazy, man. Like I mean, like why not even just let's just fucking reach out to Mike Holla, bro, and get him on. Come fucking hang
Yeah, I
out,
know,
dude.
right?
We're
Why
doing this
not?
shit all year, my man. We can find some
Mhm.
time.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But that's crazy, man. And to think like, and this is even crazier to me, is you're like, and this isn't a slight against you. This is more like admiration and more of like, holy crap, like you're doing this. Is one's not enough, right?
Yeah.
You have plans for something else. And I
Oh
would leave it
yeah.
up to you to elaborate on it. If you want to say to be determined, that's perfectly fine. But like that's crazy, man. Like you are
Yeah.
taking this and in what I feel like is typical GK fashion, you're just pushing forward with it. This is fuel.
Oh
This
yeah.
is nothing but
Oh
more
yeah.
fuel for the rocket ship, bro. So where does it come from? Where does this where does all of
Uh,
this come from?
man. The whole thing, man, it just comes from knowing that I can bring people together. That's really where it starts at, because at first I didn't even think I was entertaining, even though I know I told people I'm rooted in this type of thing, but like I didn't even know I can captivate people that actually want to listen to me. And then once I saw that, then I was like, maybe I can make some type of change in this community of discourse where people are like, oh man, this is so toxic and hateful. I'll be like, well, hey, come over here and you'll see different. You know what I mean? Because I don't believe in the mob mentality.
Yeah.
I've never been somebody that likes to follow that. I hate the whole sheep mentality where you see something and you just ride with it without even doing your research. So like I once I saw that people liked it, and once I saw people like the culture, I was like, Mo, I was like, man, no, Tej, I need you to keep going as hard as you can. Because even though not every bit of the community is going to understand, we're going to make it where they definitely get it.
Yeah.
They going to definitely see it, and they going to be like, yo, these dudes are not stopping. And so like every other week, man, every other week, every other month, I'm trying to come up with a different idea just to like engage the audience and push the envelope a little bit more. Like even though we got the Godfist Takedown, I still am working on the name of this new team format thing I want to do. But all this is going to be reoccurring stuff like a bragging race. That's the new idea, and I'm going
Yeah,
to
like your
make sure,
Survivor Series type match.
yeah,
Bro,
like
I'm
Survivor
excited
Series,
about
like
that, bro.
the team captain thing, and the whole point of it is to like it's like the ultimate fighter kind of where like the
Hey, is
head coach
Pharaoh?
has all.
You said Pharaoh was a team captain, right?
Yeah, so he liked the idea, and like me and
Get
Teej was
this.
gonna be the first iteration.
You're a wrestling fan, right?
Oh
I already got the
yeah.
great. I got the perfect edit for this. You, yeah, you remember that Survivor Series match when it was Jerry Lawler versus Doink the Clown, and Doink
Oh
had all those
yeah.
little mini doinks.
Yo.
Imagine Pharaoh on that shit, dude. A bunch of little mini Pharaoh.
Yo, and then a bunch of little fairies. Oh my god, bro.
That
And
face
you,
on Doink.
yo, that would
Pharaoh
be
needs to be a
so dumb.
captain. He needs to be. I already got
Yeah.
his profile picture set up and everything, bro.
So like I wanted me and T just to be random where it didn't seem like we was biased picking our own team, but the second iteration that everybody else do, they can pick their own team. They can pick their own 5-man squad and they rock out. You know what I mean? That's why like once me and Teej do it, we'll know how many people actually want to play in this thing, actually want to do it. Even if they don't get picked, that means they still are up for the next iteration. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, that's gonna be beautiful. 2 team captains, they pick a 5-man team, 2 life stocks on each player, and you run at it. If it's a tiebreaker or any dispute, the 2 team captains do it first to 5 to see who wins.
Oh
So,
yeah,
you
bro. I'm
know, like
excited to see how that folds. And look, man, we had people on a waiting list this
yeah,
first tournament, bro. I have
yeah,
no
right?
doubt that you're gonna have plenty of people ready to do this too. And
Yeah,
I find it also very interesting how perceptive you are in all of this. Um,
yeah,
I think a trapping for like content creators specifically is hype. When something
yeah.
good happens, they get that dopamine, and it's real easy for people to sit too long and absorb all that. And they're not
Yeah,
being progressive with that. They're not being proactive with that, right? It's a real easy trap to fall into because,
yeah,
you could be sitting here just talking about how good Godfist 1 was. And that would be just
yeah,
fine. That would be still meritorious as well, right? But
yeah.
you're talking about Godfist 2. You already have all the dates planned for that. You're talking about this unnamed survival series type of match, right? The bragging rights match, right? You're also
Yep.
thinking next month ahead. You're trying to figure out how much positivity we can amplify each month. How im-
Yeah.
how important is this to you? How do you, because this has to be a prerogative of yours because you are really amplifying this. So where does it come from? What feelings drive this need to constantly improve? What are you looking to get out of this?
So I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really looking for anything as far as like not even recognition. I just want people to know that like there's somebody out there like them that could help them. Cause like I don't know if you see it in my chat a lot. Like I got people like Bam that pull up, Z, even Yex. These people that are trying to get good at this game and they don't know how. But I just wanted to let them know, like, bro, it is a way. Like, it's people in my chat that'll give you tips. I'll help you out. You can come play me in the game. I'll show you. Like, that is what drives me really, because I was that at one point. I was all in somebody else's stream asking for help, or I was looking for friends to just play the game with, and you didn't have nobody, and you just felt that like, oh man, I don't got nothing. I don't got, you know what I mean? I don't got no friend. I don't got nothing. I want to be that change for somebody. Just to let, not even like I want the recognition, but no, it's somebody out here, bro, that is here. That's why
And
y'all see me stream so much.
that's extremely important. I think that actually, like personally speaking, that kind of connection with you guys is probably what has kept me continually playing Tekken. Before I even found Tej and the culture and all that stuff, I was kind of in the situation you described. I was just trying to figure out what the fuck was going on here. What was I doing, dude? Nothing
Mhm.
I was doing. Like I felt like this felt like a job that I wasn't getting paid for. And with Tekken, bro, all I would hear anytime I go online was negative bullshit about how the game sucks. Like I wasn't even proud of being Tekken King for a moment because anybody can get it. Just you're saturated with this bullshit, and it's so hard to care about it or want to enjoy it. And I was talking to Tej about this, but the culture was kind of like a lighthouse in all that bullshit, bro. And you guys have really reinvigorated at least my interest in getting better in Tekken, where it wasn't even a year ago that I was completely content with getting Tekken King and just putting the game down, doing something else. That's all I gave a shit about. Now, all of a fucking sudden, oh, well, I guess I just better get Tekken God. Like, all of a sudden, I'm this guy. I have this urge to want to be
Yeah.
better at this. And I'll tell you what, it's not because of the game, bro. It's not because of the game. It's because of you. It's because of you. It's because of Teach. It's because of Z. It's because of all you guys. This community that you
Yeah.
guys are cultivating that can, I honestly feel like this whole thing can change anybody's mind about Tekken. Or at least how anybody
Yeah.
feels about playing the game. You may still have the same gripes.
Yeah.
The gripes are there and they're legit, but
Yeah.
it's awesome because it's almost like a hearth, bro. And it's
Yeah.
I really can't think of another community other than maybe like FDX, maybe. That's
Mm.
not
Yeah.
like primarily toxic.
Yeah.
Or not primarily, but has some
Yeah.
toxicity because my Carlos is great,
Yeah.
but that's still
Yeah.
controversial as well, just by nature.
Yeah.
Everybody's always hating on Moonsault, so that's controversial
Yeah.
and
And that's even like that's amazing. It's
let
just
me go
amazing
on
to me.
record and say this real quick. I like Moonsault Slayer, bro. I think he has a
Yeah.
real solid head on his shoulders. I listen to him talk in his stream sometimes,
Mhm.
and if anything, dude, he's sincere in what he's saying, and I feel like he's also one of the few people that at least try to be positive about this game. And I
Yeah.
can't appreciate that enough. I don't care,
Yeah.
like just you wanting to. I understand we're all trying to send the same message here at this point,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I can't appreciate that enough from him at least. And I really only think it's a matter of time before the perception turns on Moonsault, and people start
Yeah.
to like him. I think it's kind of
Yeah.
like if we talk about like wrestling, right? It's kind of like early Dominic Mysterio, right? When nobody
Yeah.
really gave a
Yeah.
fuck about, he was just Raymond, right? And
Mhm.
now people fucking love him. They get him. They understand him. I think it's gonna take something like that, bro. But how do you feel? Standing with people like being associated with people like Moonsault, Mike Hollow, all these big names.
Oh man.
How do you feel
Uh,
about that?
I feel honored. Like, I mean, it's amazing. Like, I don't take it for granted at all. Like, cause I just want to do so much more. Like now I'm ready to like just up the ante and like now collaborate with these dudes and see like where their minds is at and see what we can create together because I used to just watch them. Like, you know what I mean? I used to just be like, man, this content is great, man. These dudes really are doing a service to this damn culture. Like, they're really like helping people see that there's a better community than just sitting on Twitter and talking trash. Like,
Yeah.
and like now to just be in call with these dudes and like I even had I had a surreal moment the last night when I was with Fenty and Moonsault where like I was listening to Moonsault talk and I was almost about to make a comment as if I was watching a video and like he wasn't in the call with me. You know what I mean? Like, and I was in
Yeah.
there in my mind. I'm like, damn, like this is wow, like this is really happening. And like it's just one of those things where you just sit back and smile, man. Like I literally sat there all morning picking Fenty's brain about the same. You know what I mean? Like
Bro, y'all
just sitting there
motherfuckers were
nerding
up
out.
late, dude.
Yeah, man. And like that was just amazing to me. And I
that
really
was that was
happy.
I want you to remember something. There's two things you need to remember about that whole encounter.
Mhm.
That was during your Godfist takedown in your voice channel. Remember that. Remember that.
Yeah,
Whenever you think they're up here, right? They were with us right here, right? And
yeah,
I feel
Mhm.
like this is just a matter of time at this point, right? I feel like
Yeah,
the energy you're bringing, the all of it is just um really nothing but like what else but good can come from this, right? I don't think
yeah.
there's really anything negative that could happen here, right? I don't think like the
Nah,
people we have around us all have cool heads, even our mod
yeah,
team. We don't put up with any
yeah,
bullshit like that, bro.
yeah.
um I've noticed one thing, and I think you've noticed as well, is the increase in the negative attention. There's been a few times where it felt like we've had some trolls, especially jump in
Yeah,
lobbies. Uh,
yeah.
Teej, for the life of him, can't save from getting drive-by roasted. The motherfucker said he looked washable.
Hey
Bro,
man,
how do
I love it.
you see that? What do you like? I feel like there's obviously a clear difference between something like calling somebody washable and then something like that
Mm.
Fangway that came in or some other toxic people, right?
Yeah,
How do
yeah.
you handle that? Like, do you have any advice if
Uh,
somebody's dealing with that? Like, what's your approach with that?
um, so my approach with trolls and people that don't know how to like use their words better than what they decide to say is they're allowed to do that. And I don't take offense to it because one, like it's two factors in this. One, we're not in front of each other. And I know if we were, this wouldn't be the conversation. Two, you can say whatever you want on this internet stuff, but it's not too much you really can do about it. You gotta learn to navigate that type of situation and turn it for better. Like, let's just be honest. Like, there's no such thing. I'm not even talking about being the bigger man in this instance. Just make sure you don't kill your online persona before it gets started. Because me
Yes.
personally, like, y'all see what happens to me. Like, y'all see what I end up doing. Like, people come in they come in my chat, they say some random stuff. Half the time, I don't even acknowledge the negative stuff most of the time, unless they're coming at other people. If you're directly coming at me, I'll just laugh probably and blow it off. But if you start talking about people in my chat or my friends in the call, pull up in the lobby real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see how you feel after playing me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's just how I look at it because I know people have seen me probably in a negative light and probably say some crazy stuff. But what I really love about our community is people know me. And if you know me, you know that's not how I actually am. You
Yeah.
know I'm only responding to some bullshit versus starting it.
And that's a
And
strong
like,
anchor to have, man. To be a part of a
yeah.
community of people that have such a strong sense of who you are. that it's almost impossible to lose yourself in this kind of shit, right? And
Yep.
cultivating that's really fucking awesome.
Yeah, man, this is amazing, man. I'm happy as hell. We like where we're at, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's it's crazy how fast it's coming too.
Yeah, man. Like I
It
didn't expect it because you like I told you I was already streaming for most of the year, but then like I started noticing something like people looking for a better community. That's
yeah.
really what it came down to.
Yeah,
I'm just
that's kind
glad
of
we
how
were
I
here.
felt too. Is there is a need for that sense of community. Let me
Yeah.
ask you this: did you always play fighting games when you were younger? Real quick about community, like how old is the love for fighting games?
Jeez, man. Mortal Kombat 1.
Like the OG one?
Yeah, Super Nintendo and Sega.
Mm,
Street Fighter 2. Um, Soul Calibur, Soul Edge.
Soul Edge, hell yeah.
Like, man, just like just so many years of like just playing video games, bro. Like, and that's all like I just remember all of it just being in a room with my cousins and everybody just passing the stick back and forth, just pressing buttons.
I think I think that's crucial. That experience right there. That feeling you get when you're in that room with your family and your friends and you're passing the controller around and you're talking shit and all that stuff. I think um, the absence of that has created a community that doesn't know how to be a community.
Hey,
And I
hey,
think the culture and communities like the culture are critical. And I mean the word critical. I'm not exaggerating. I think it is very critical and crucial to the success of the fighting game genre as it is. I don't think you can have a successful fighting game genre if you don't have that feeling that you had with your cousins, the same feelings I've had when I'm in these fucking rooms with these people. I remember I had a so you and Teach. There's a guy, Devin the Martian, and I'm actually fixing this PC. I got to get it working because I need to get him on here. We're the same way. I've known Devin since we were teenagers, bro, and we've been rivals ever since. Even in Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. Like
mm,
even in shit like that, goofy ass shit, bro. And it started with fighting games with Mortal Kombat 9, and it's evolved all the way. And I remember he was my roommate for a time, dude. I remember he had a party, and this is he had like all of his friends there, bro.
yeah,
Um, all these people I didn't know, and we were playing Mortal Kombat. Was it 11? It was 11 because it was the one where you could do brutalities. Like, for example, with Sub Zero, you had to do the slide 3 times, and then the
yeah,
last
didn't get
slide
it.
had to be the
Yeah,
empowered one for you to throw the axe.
hmm
That was the
yeah,
one. Bro, I worked him
mm,
7 games in a fucking row in front of
yeah,
everybody, and I was popping the fuck off in front of him. And I was looking at his friends. I'm sorry y'all have to see him like this. I had better expectations. Bro, people don't get that, dude. People don't know
they don't understand.
how to handle that because it's not like I was
Nah,
being malicious. We were all having
nah.
fun and laughing and shit like that. And that's an energy that I think permeates through the culture, bro. And
Oh
I
yeah.
see you as like a main generator of that kind of energy, a main
Mm,
propagator of that. Like, sure,
yeah.
we got some sweaty players like Z and all of
Higher
them,
die.
higher
Yeah.
die, fucking
Mhm.
spooky Khalid, right? But
Yeah.
I think you're the catalyst to all that. I think
Yeah,
you're the
man.
one that kind of brings all that together. I don't know if you ever thought about it like that, but all of this, right? Like it all centers around just all of us, right? And it all
Yeah.
somehow it's funny, like you're making YouTube videos again, and I'm really glad that you are because now you coined a phrase and I fucking love it. It's GK's Fight Club. It's GK. It just
Yeah.
all that shit seems to always happen on your streams, bro. All the
Yeah, man.
time, like the Nickville, the little Nickville incident.
Yo, oh man, that whole
Bro.
thing. It's hard to even like think about that situation because I be feeling so bad for Nick. But then on the other side of that coin, Nick came back and he is Tekken King now. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And that
He
man is
took that
playing
energy and
better.
he did something positive with it.
Yes, he let all that negative that he felt from that situation, even though it wasn't really a negative situation, until like people
The
like let their
Pharaoh
feelings get
effect.
in. Yeah, the Pharaoh effect. But like the fact that he was able to come back from that is what makes this a real community. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like nobody's ever exiled for doing anything. Like you can go too far in things, but there
It's
is,
self-correcting, you know.
yeah, you know what I mean? You need to self-evaluate.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm very big on. Like that's why people be like, "Oh, all you do is stay in replay." I'm like, bro, I'm in them replays because that's the only way I can see my flaws. I can see
Yeah.
firsthand how dumb I was in that match to make sure I don't do it again. Like and like the fact that like Nick took that and he said, "Man, you know what? Watch this." Came back that man Tekken King. I'm proud. I'm proud of
And
him. Like,
it highlights something I also think is missing in the FGC, and something I also think is very critical. Something that you're self-admittedly already doing and very apparent that you're doing is like learning how to understand that losing is okay and often necessary, because
yeah,
you're in the replays, you're evaluating, you're improving already, you're seeing this, and you're taking all the healthy nutrients out of it and leaving. Who cares? It's just a fucking loss, bro. At the end of
yeah,
the day, like, we're gonna lose thousands of times more. What
yep,
can we take out of it, right? Where,
yep,
like,
yep.
were you always like that? Was that something that you just came into with fighting games? Was that an acquired skill? Was it like a switch flip that you were just like, you know what, this doesn't fucking make sense, I don't give a shit at this point? And like, how did that mentality come about?
It actually came about through exploration. Like I started exploring different theories and I started just looking at a bunch of different content creators, good and bad, just to see the same question come up. Why? Why is this like this? Why is this game so dumb? Why am I getting hit right there? Why am I losing in that situation? Why are we not focusing on how? How am I losing? How am I not winning right here? How am I not doing the best thing in this situation when the game tells me that is it? Because we're not looking at ourselves first. We're always projecting outward. We're always being like, it's the game, it's the character, it's the player. What about me? What did I do wrong? You know what I mean? What did I do? What could I have done better? How should I react? How should I maneuver in this game? And that's just all like that's true to life. Just as it's true to Tekken. Like I listen to a lot of these creators and some of these people be having the right damn answer with the wrong format.
Bro,
And it's,
oh, so often, bro, so often.
it's like that because instead of them focusing on like, oh man, he is so egregious and he is like just a saving grace. Well, how do we counter it? How do we counter it? There's a lot of ways to counter it because I've seen players like Silver counter me all the time when I wanted to use heat at a crucial moment. Movement, movement, active buttons that the counter other buttons like heat counters heat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's just speaking on the balance and like the mechanics of Tekken 8. But like, I'm just saying, like, as far as like, just do some self evaluation. Just really look
Yeah,
inward and be like, bro, you know what I mean? What's really happening?
it's a mentality. It's a
Yeah,
mentality that you apply on every level of your life, really.
yeah. And I
It's
got that from
funny
everybody.
in the I also have that I feel that same way, and I attribute it to my ADHD, just being always over analytical, just taking
Yeah,
something and processing the data of it. I don't give a fuck how I feel about it right now. Let me just process this and figure out how this is happening and what to do
mm,
to deal with it. That's just, and
yeah,
that's how I've dealt with life, right? But it when you think like that, you open yourself up to your own criticism, and the more you do it, the easier it is to accept that criticism. And once you're easier to once you've once you're able to accept your own criticism, fuck what anybody else says. Who gives a shit about them? I am my harshest critic. GK is GK's harshest critic. And being able to understand that and to understand what real value in criticism is something that will carry a lot of people a very far distance. And I think that is a very, I'm going to use the word again, critical characteristic that will keep you from being somebody like an LTG. Because
Yes, and
what does
yes,
LTG do? He doesn't accept criticism of himself
at
at
all.
all. And
At
then look
all.
at him, right? Look at DSP. Look at all the locals out there, right? Look at Kazama, Coach Kazama. I'm gonna keep
Yep.
plugging that fucking asshole every chance I get on any video, dude. That scammer, Coach Kazama. Never pay hundreds of dollars for lessons. This is from Ray. This isn't. I'm not
Oh
speaking on
man.
the cultures. I'm not speaking on TK's behalf. I'm not speaking on Trump's behalf. I'm not speaking on Max's behalf. I'm speaking on my behalf, buddy. You, me,
Yeah.
you're a scammer. And if anybody's listening to this and you're considering paying for that, fuck that. First, come to the culture. All right. You get it for free. You get it for
Yeah.
free. All right. And you get
Straight
more of
up.
it. You get better quality of it. All right. Imagine going to fucking a steakhouse, spending $50 and getting an all fatty steak when you can come here and just get fucking
Free.
prime cut ass whoopings
Mhm.
on the daily, on tap, and with some lessons on how to do it,
Yeah.
because we'll show you why. We'll show
Yep.
you why. But I fucking I love it, man. I love the
Yeah.
energy. I love all of it, bro. And let's get back on the comic book situation, because you
Yeah.
brought up an interesting comic that I also have a memory with, but I want to hear your thoughts about this. Batman versus Predator. That was the one? That was the one that
Yeah.
got you into
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, man. That was a very old comic book that I did not expect. And it looked like it was like a really thick paperback, like one. And it was like
Yeah.
almost like a novel. And like I remember some of the first pages were them it was a boxer and it was a boxer in bed with a lady, and it was an imitation of Mike Tyson. And
Yeah.
the predator killed the boxer and the lady and hung him up, and that's how that's how the whole comic started. And I still just remember that to this day. And I'm like, bro, like I had so many Judge Dredd. Like,
Oh,
funny
man,
enough, one of my
yeah.
brother's name is Dredd, but like, yeah, Judge Dredd. Like, just so many comics that I was introduced to at a young age. And my mother never like she didn't care about what comics she gave me, because like I had comics, like just like I told you, comics with a bunch of graphical violence in it. And I'm from an era where Batman used to kill his damn enemies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's
There
why, like,
was such a gritty aesthetic to it back then too,
oh
that I
man,
think is really like Absolute Universe is doing a great job of bringing it back. But
hell
for the most
yes,
part, and it's funny because I kind of feel the same way about anime, and I think we can have a discussion about that as well.
hell
Um,
yeah,
when that was coming out, when Batman versus Predator was out, when Spawn was out, because I was big on Spawn at the time. He had a lot of that real. It almost was like counterculture. It was a spit in the face of anything that was acceptable and mainstream at the time, and more importantly, it was successful. It was
do you know
extremely
why though?
successful
But do you know why Spawn was like that? Because
because.
Todd McFarlane used to be a artist on Marvel.
Oh, hold on a
And-
second. Hold on. I'm gonna grab something real quick. One second. One second.
okay,
One second.
yep,
Sorry, I had to dig deep in the vault for these bad boys.
oh, no, you
So,
good?
would you happen to be referring to this?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
not only that,
yes.
but I got the silver edition
Oh my
and
god!
the gold edition.
Holy shit, that's fucking amazing, bro.
I'm missing one issue. It's the chromium one, and I've only ever seen it on sale for like $1,600, bro. It's so fucking out of my reach. But yeah, Todd McFarlane, I'm a huge fan. And you're right. He was counterculture. He said, fuck the norm.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Yep.
I'm going to do my own goddamn thing.
Yep.
Him, Jim Lee, look at what Jim Lee did for the X-Men. He said, fuck you
Oh
guys.
man,
Went to
watch
Image.
this.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's
I
because they
think,
shunned him. They
yeah.
shunned him. They took all his artwork and they created icons like with like Venom, Deadpool, because Deadpool looks the way he looks because of Todd McFarlane.
Yeah.
And then once they fired him, they took that and they ran with it. They eventually got Venom and Black Spider-Man. Well, Black Spider-Man came from a fan who had the idea, but Marvel took it because that was back in the day around the Infinity War comic.
Yeah.
But he created Spawn, and the rest is history. Like that man was like he's gonna show them that like he had something, and he did. And that was amazing to me. And I have a oh man, I'm probably gonna end up showing it to you, but Todd McFarlane ended up coming back to Marvel, and he said the only way he'll come back is he can create his own character in his own realm, his own universe, and he created the 10th realm in Angela.
Oh yes, I know
Yeah.
Angela, bro. I actually
Yeah.
fuck. I wish I know where it is. I have this card. It's a lithograph card of Angela, but it's transparent, dude. It came from a Wizards magazine. You remember Wizards,
Hell yeah.
bro?
Hell yeah. That's old school,
I got
bro.
all kinds of shit, bro. I love that shit.
I
Let me
remember
ask
when
you
Game
this.
Informer used to
Okay.
give you demos. So remember that?
Yes. Oh my god, getting PlayStation 1 demo disc at like Pizza Hut and shit,
Oh
bro.
man, who you telling, bro? That shit used to be so fire.
Oh my god, dude. Have you ever thought about this, bro? Have you ever thought about like how your obvious love for what Todd McFarlane stood for what all of, even with anime too. I'm sure if we even talk, like when we talk about anime, it's going to be cult classic shit when it was underground and it was counterculture. Here we are now, where the culture is negativity, the culture is drama, the culture is bashing, the culture is shitting on everything, and here you are saying "fuck you, watch me." Same as McFarlane did. Same as Image. Fuck you. I'm gonna make this fucking work. And look at you. Look at what you've done. Look at have you ever thought about that? That the how this is almost like a mirror of this? Like this is like think about this. Think about this because you know it's true. I'm not fluffing your fucking nothing. Look at what's popular now. Look at what's selling now, and it's all homogenized. It's all the same shit, just a different label. It's all fucking 90s Marvel overprinted bullshit.
Yeah.
Here's the culture right there, bro. And saying, no, fuck that. Y'all deal with that. Here we are. Here's what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is what we're fucking doing. You ever thought about that?
Always do, man. And I'm going to do a plug for my man, but it was mostly Teach, man, that got me back into this mindset that showed me like, bro, don't even worry about it, just keep going. So what? You know what I mean? Like just everything, the good with the bad. Cause like me and Teach understood the same thing, man. Like some things just don't matter. Some things just don't. Like everything is messed up in the world. We do see a lot of negativity, but let's be honest, like how much good can you drag from those negative situations? Even when people have the most hate for a video game that they feel like they just cannot get a hold of and they do not know how to play this game properly, we can bring you over here and we'll give you a different side of that.
We'll help you
And we'll
enjoy
show
it.
you.
You want
Yeah,
to
we'll show
enjoy
you.
the formulas
Yeah.
here, man. And it's great.
It's amazing. It's amazing to me because like it only took 2 people to make a community turn into what it is right now.
That's it, man.
That's all it took. That's all it took. And I remember when Teej brought you to my attention when you reacted to one of his videos, and I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about, Teej. Do not stop. Right
Nah,
there.
yeah, you can't, dude. You see that spark, and it's almost. I feel like it's almost essential as like a spark of fire back in the caveman days, right? You want to that spark is life. That's necessity. That's something you cannot give up. You can't let the harshness of the world around you snuff out that smart spark, man.
Yeah, you
And the
can't.
more people that come together around that spark, the more safe it's going to be, the bigger it's going to get, the more raging the inferno is going to get until we burn this whole frigid motherfucker down to the very last cinder, man. And I can't, I can't imagine doing it with anybody better than you guys, man. And I
Appreciate that.
appreciate all of it, bro.
Teej really embodied that that media side of like Tekken where like he gets a discussion going. And like I always told him, like, bro, you're really good at that. And I remember when I first saw his first video, I'm like, bro, do not stop making videos like these. Constantly make videos like these because you don't see how much people react to this, and they show it in the comments. So like, Tej is the discussion side, even though I'm always in discussion too, but I haven't found a way to present that in video format the way I want to yet. I'm more of the gameplay side.
Let
Like
me tell you
you,
this. When people watch Pharaoh, they watch Pharaoh because of Black Pharaoh,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And I was telling Tej this, and I think the same applies to you. When they know what they're getting with that guy. With Tej, it's
yeah,
the same thing. They know what they're getting with Tej. With you, I don't think you have to do anything other than just talk. I really don't.
yeah,
I think I've seen it happen when your interest is peaked, when you have something to grab a hold to, the way you speak, the energy you bring, all of it, man. Even I'm not when I say energy, I'm not even talking like excited, just exclusively excitement, bro. Even your
yeah.
skepticism, all of it, bro. It all is genuine, and it's something people already attach themselves to. Let me look. I'm not Nostradamus. I'm not predicting you or anything like that, but I guarantee you that just chatting was probably one of the top rated um, views for you, right?
Yeah, it is.
What does that
It
tell
is.
you, bro? It's not Tekken, right? It tells you people want to hear you. So as far as your
Yeah,
video format, bro, I think just you reacting to shit that you're passionate about. Just that's it. Right? If you
yeah,
need help editing or something like that, I can help you edit a video or something like that. But for the most part, as far as the format goes, bro, and I mean this in all earnest. I'm not saying you don't have the knowledge or anything like that, but I wouldn't want to see you for just technical knowledge. I wouldn't want to see TK for anything other than his raw opinion on whatever he's talking about. That's going to be enough. Put a cool soundtrack behind it. Fucking put a label on that shit, package it, sell that shit, buddy, because that's going to sell
yeah.
out. I guarantee you, bro. I guarantee you, because people, it comes from you being this yin energy, bro. Like it's people value your input on this because they know, and I'm gonna get this over. This is gonna be a catchphrase that at any given time, TK will put hands on somebody, right? And I think that's gonna sell, bro. I think that's just advice from me, seeing from what I'm seeing from a third party perspective, just you reacting to whatever you want to react to that you have a strong opinion about is gonna be out there. I think that's gonna be more than enough to sell it because you're counterculture. You're not like these people who have to put on these productions and write these scripts out and all that shit, bro. That's not you. That's not us. That's not this. You're raw. You're authentic. That's what you're selling.
Thank you,
Fucking sell
man.
it, bro.
I appreciate that. And it only came from like, it only came from just me trying to make sure that like I'm thinking about it from everybody's perspective, and like I'm looking at the bigger picture versus my own feelings. Like, because like a
That's
lot of
crucial.
people, they get self-centered out here. They'll like, even with this content stuff, they always feel like, oh man, like you've seen it before. Somebody, they react to something, and instead of them like actually giving their opinion, they're thinking about corporate bullshit. Like, oh man, I'm gonna promote this
It's
because
all
I want them to.
sterilized bullshit, bro.
I never been one for that. You may see me get really hype over nostalgia stuff, but like even in the back of my mind, I'm always saying like, bro, is this real? Like,
Yeah.
am I really giving my real opinion on this? Like, or am I
Yeah.
just hyped because I like it?
It's just
So like,
being self-aware, mindfulness, right? Just
yeah,
being so in tune with yourself.
mindfulness.
Yes,
Hmm.
that's
Mindfulness.
a lot of you motherfuckers watching this need to understand that word and spend some time with
Yeah.
that word. And for fucking real, save yourself some trouble.
Because what people don't get is even when like y'all see me and Tej go through these things like on the camera where we have these videos, I talk to Cheese right after in the DMs.
Yeah,
I go right to, and I always ask Cheese, I'm like, bro, should I change it up, bro? Like, do I need to dial it back? Or like, was I like, I know like, because me and him, we have our own discussion about right and wrong with certain things. It has nothing to do with how we treat each other in the videos. But like, I always
yeah,
ask him, like, bro, should I keep running with this online persona? He's like, man, dial it the fuck up. Stop for what? Because people don't like it? So what? Be you.
bro. Hey,
And
if wrestling has taught us anything, dude, is a bad reaction is better than no reaction, right? As long as
bad
people are
publicity.
reaction,
Yep.
yes.
That's all that
And
matters, bro.
some of the best characters are always just the same person turned up to 11.
Yep, pretty
And
much.
we can obviously, that's so obviously you, that's obviously me, that's obviously Make Out Teej, right? We're all just
Yeah,
ourselves. Like even now here, right? None of this was scripted. There was no bullet points we went through. This is just us talking naturally, and it flows so fucking well because there's no bullshit attached to it.
yeah. I think it
There's
would be worse if we did have like somebody behind
yeah,
this
bro.
trying to direct
Yeah, bro. I'm
it.
not. No, that's not what I'm trying to do, bro. Because like you, I'm trying to be Todd McFarlane, dude. I'm
Yeah,
trying. I'm trying to be counterculture. I'm trying to do that shit, bro. And
and you're doing good, bro. Like that's the thing. Like I notice everybody's efforts, and the only thing I would just say to them, like, because like I think people get too caught up in the views and like the clicks. Like if all I would say, if I could give anybody advice, just keep going.
yeah,
Just keep going. Don't even worry. Just
bro.
try to push the envelope, and also watch your other peers
Yes,
and see what they do. Don't you can like they always say good artists borrow, but great artists steal. But I will say one thing: take inspiration from all the bullshit
all of it.
and make it your
Yes.
own.
Bro,
Yep.
that is so fucking wise, bro. It really is.
Man, I pull inspiration from everywhere. Like the number one that I pull inspiration from, not to like plug them again, but Teach. I take a lot of inspiration from Teach with just like how I structure like just how I like approach anything, like with the streams or with a video. Like I take a lot of inspiration from him because like he really showed me like, bro, you gotta take the good with the bad. You just got to, whether you like it or not, just take the good with the bad. And then
It's there.
Mike Hollow, obviously, I watch him a lot because I really notice like creators, like when creators are like open to let a discussion happen, regardless of whether it benefits them or not, that's like something amazing I think anybody can learn from because not too many people do that. Not too many people are going to let their enemy come on their own call and just voice the bullshit about you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Not
confront
too
it.
many people do that. Yeah.
No, that's that old school mentality. That old
Yeah.
school like FGC mentality of like, hey, we're in person here. This is here. Let's get over this shit. Let's see
Yep.
where this fucking goes and let's just put it behind us at that point.
Yeah. And then, like just as a whole, like I look at the FGC as a whole, and I've been looking at so many different avenues. Like I'm inspired by Lil Mosh and just how that man can sit on that camera every day and rock out with his chat on Tekken ranked and not bat an eye for anything that happens on that damn game. It just
Bro,
amazes the hell out of me.
I mean, like, well, you think about the journey he's had, the like
Amazing.
if I had that reputation and I went through that shit, bro, and I had a video, what they call him, the man that took down a Tekken God or some shit like that,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I would not give
yeah.
a fuck about ranked in Tekken 8, bro.
Oh hell
I'd
no,
be
I
like, hey,
wouldn't
I'd be like
care.
this.
Up there
Yeah,
living my
yeah,
dreams, just
yeah, that's
chilling.
it, bro.
And I can't really give this next guy I'm about to say is actually two of them, but I'm going to say the first one first because I can't thank this guy enough because ever since I seen him like so many years ago in his first clip at a tournament, bro, like it was just fucking legendary. Pork chop, man, like he's a real big FGC influence to me. It's just about like really showing people that there is a better way than what we think we see. Because even though people see GK crashing out a lot, you can also come to my stream, you'll see GK trying to help people in the same sense.
Yeah.
So like this last dude, he ain't always about that. And he should have been my top one, but I gave my top one to my brother because he really did influence me to get back into doing this. Punk the God. Punk the God is one of my favorite content creators to watch, and I've always watched him for like this is probably the most I haven't watched him because I've been on my own content journey, but Punk the God is that guy. I fuck with Punk a lot.
Damn. Yeah,
And
Punk, dude, I was choked up watching him win Evo. I was getting,
bro,
bro,
I
that
finally I
shit
was
felt
so
like a
happy.
Hallmark movie, bro.
Yes, I was so happy, bro. I felt the same way, bro. I got choked up because I was
Bro,
like, I
I
know
get
this
goosebumps
man
just thinking
wanted
about
that.
that shit, bro. Like
Yeah,
I'm the same way, bro. Punk, I am so fucking glad Punk is a Cammy player too, because I've
Yeah,
always loved the character Cammy, and I've always
yeah.
like even in MVC2, right? I was one of those
Mm-hmm.
idiots that would fuck a meta. I don't give a
Mm-hmm.
fuck. Fuck your 8-way
Yep, I'm playing
directional
Cammy.
bullshit, bro. I'm playing
Yep,
Cammy, right?
yep.
And I got good, but I never was able to breach that because MVC2 is a whole different animal. But like
It is.
Punk carrying that shit, bro. Oh, I love it. I fucking love it,
Love it.
bro. It's great. And
Yep.
like I can't say nice enough things about him, bro. He's a really good
Yeah.
competitor.
He's a great man. Great.
The shit talk is on par, bro. It's on level, dude.
Legendary.
I love
Mm-hmm.
hearing him, especially I feel like Punk and Pharaoh have the kind of same energy. Where it's like you don't want to lose.
Yeah,
For the
you
love
did.
of
You don't.
God,
Yeah,
you
you don't.
cannot lose. Do
Mm-hmm.
whatever, but don't fucking lose to this man, and don't lose
Mm-hmm.
decisively, bro. Please don't.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
I
that's a
also
good
gotta give a
influence to
special
have.
shout out. A special shout out to Ernesto Boogie Button Check. I gotta give a special
Button
shout out
check.
because I've always watched Button Check and I still do to this day. So like I just that's he's not a fighting game creator. He's not a fighting game creator per
No,
se,
but
like fighting,
he's
but he's FGC all day.
yeah, bro. People like
Yeah.
that are essential in these kinds of communities. And
Mhm.
honestly, when you really look at other communities, any other gaming community out there, I don't think there really is a community as closely knit as the FGC. And like sure
Yeah.
there's all that
Yeah.
negativity when you look at it would that's only when you look in that direction. Turn off
Yeah.
X, right? Filter your YouTube by specific content creators, right? And all of a
Yeah.
sudden that goes away. All of a sudden
Yes.
it's love, peace, man. Sure there's lots of shit talking still, but
Yeah.
it's what the FGC what makes it stand apart, right? And it's crazy because like you look at like the FPS community, bro, all them hackers and cheaters and all the shit slinging that goes on over there, bro. And well, I don't
Crazy.
think of any like the MOBA community, League of Legends. That's like the number one toxic community out there, bro. It's just
Yeah.
the whole, and I think that's what a lot of people lose sight of, especially in the FGC, is look at how good we're eating comparatively to all these other communities, bro. Look at how society views all these other communities compared to how we're viewed, right? Like the big thing about Riyadh is they bought Evo now, right? Like the FGC is in I would say probably one of the higher end spots when it comes to gaming communities.
Yeah.
And
We are.
it's easy for people to forget that because that's all they sit in is the FGC. They don't look at all that other bullshit. And it's crazy to me. And the way I see it is there's a sort of responsibility we have to maintain that kind of ecosystem, that kind of environment.
Yeah.
How do you approach somebody like a Kazama when when the intent is to be malicious towards the community? Because you said it yourself, you don't have a problem with people taking shots at you and fucking with you, but when they fuck with your community and the people in your chat, that's when you really have a problem with it. People like Coach Kazama preying on this shit, and I'm not saying I don't want to put you on a spot if you don't, well, if you want to
Oh
stay
no,
neutral
no,
and all that shit. But like when you're
no.
met with a threat like that, what's your approach with that? What's your philosophy with that?
So it's really like it's probably be an unorthodox method because you don't want to directly engage some of them type of people because once you do that, you just really give them the attention that they were seeking. But I've like I realized through positive affirmations in the community that you do address them either with one video or you either just make one statement. And I learned this from like other creators, like even though they're big influences, like the Godsends in the community, like Maximilian,
Yeah.
Brian F, Say Jam, it's so many others, and I don't want to forget people and make them feel like I'm not thinking, but like you just let them know, like, hey, you are really messing up what we have in so many words because I would how like in GK fashion if I could I would tell them, hey, run it, bring your ass to a lobby and we can run it. Cause like
Yeah.
that's corny as hell that you would literally sit here and take money from people that There's nothing wrong. Like they're
People that
very
want to
blind.
enjoy the game.
Yeah, people are
And
blind to the fact.
here's the thing about it
Mm,
too, and I think this is something a lot of people don't really understand is that like if it were just people like you, me, Hollow, people who are ingrained in the FGC and know what this is about, if that was just advertising to us,
yeah,
I'd be okay with that. I would
yeah,
understand that we would have the wherewithal to understand that that's bullshit. He's just shilling.
yeah.
But the sudden influx of all these new players, especially in Tekken 8, all these new people that their first experience is that, I I I don't know, man. I told Tej, man, I was legit kind of upset that he wouldn't call him a scammer for a second. Like the fact that Tej got copyright claimed and he had the patience, understanding and godhood of not taking that personal fucks with me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know nothing against Tej, but there's just something in the back of my head that just I get really aggressive as a reaction to seeing things like that towards people like Kazama.
Understand? Like even me, I had to hold myself back for a second because I wanted not just like I wanted to get involved, but I wanted to speak my 2 cents of it. And I said a couple things on stream and things like that, but you got to let them type of people take themselves out because if if it's meant for somebody like me to destroy his career, hey, I'll help. But that's just me speaking my opinion on it because he did decide to come from one of my friends like an idiot. And, like the more I think about it, the more like most people are right. Like he has to go. You can't be over here taking money from these unsuspecting people and then talk about like, oh, this is for the betterment of the Tekken community. No, it's not, bro. You're literally taking money. Bro, I got the Tekken King without knowing one damn thing about frame data.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Did you see, were you in my stream when I discovered that I was sidestepping two or sidestepping one the wrong way the whole fucking time?
Yeah, I saw that.
Right?
I
I
saw
got
that.
to Tekken Emperor by fucking up my sidesteps. Right?
Hmm. And then,
Uh, it's not hard, you know?
and then he charging 500 to get the Tekken King. Like, bro, like
I want
if
to
people, it's just crazy.
I want to offer, so here's what I like doing in this. And this is something I feel like is going to make me stand apart as far as doing these things is I like to challenge perspective. I like to challenge
Yeah,
views and I want to challenge your perspective and your view because you said something and it really brought this to my thought is you said if it was meant for me to do this, I would be doing it, right? If it was meant for me to take down Kazama, then I would do it, right? I want to challenge that a bit because I I feel like there's a lack of not a lack, there's a sense we've grown so fast. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. We've grown so fast that you have since grown as a sort of voice of authority on this, a voice of reassurance in this community, a voice in this community. And me personally, I feel like there's a responsibility when you have something like that, especially when you're cultivating a community like this and this is even though we got more experienced players here, this is more of a beacon for newer players as a whole. I think when you have a voice like that, there's a responsibility to at least acknowledge it and um like you said with Maximilian and all them, give a stance. um do you feel like that's something that you should even care about? Like not even like oh whatever, but like is that even like a goal? Do you want people to see you like that? How do you address that? Because think about it like this. The bigger you get, right? The more people know you, the more they're going to put value on your words, whether or not you are putting value on those words. Have you thought about that?
understood. Yeah, I have, and I say what I can to at least maybe reach out to somebody that I probably never would have affected otherwise. And it's really just to let people know, like, bro, like you don't have to just put all your eggs in one basket. You don't have to be like, oh man, I'm finna pay Coach Kazama to see if I can get the Tekken King, bro. You might want to start just going into the tab of YouTube and looking up Tekken's topic or Twitch or whatever platform you're on. You're trying to find somebody to like give you like some type of advice on the game. Just really look out there before you decide to just pay some man $500. Because like the only reason I would speak on it is so I could let these lower ranked players know or these lower skill players know, like, bro, is that really the smartest thing you can do right now? Is that really the smartest thing? Like that's the only thing I would really say. It's not too many things. I would like I would want to speak down on Coach Kazama because he did some things that really require some words from me. Not saying like I have to say that, but I want him to come after me. Please do make it your business to bother me and watch what happens. But
nah, he ain't bothering nobody no more, bro. He's trying to fall
yeah,
his little fucking hole.
yeah.
And it's
So
not
like
like, yeah, and I'm not trying to. I have my own thing because I'm just using it as an example to bring this up to you
yeah,
because I feel like Teach is kind of the same way. Is like now you guys are on a spot where people are hanging on your words at this point.
yeah, yeah,
People are starting to have an admiration for what you're saying and your perspective on things because more importantly, they're seeing you improve. They're seeing you get
yeah.
results. They're seeing the proof in the pudding itself, and it's not costing $5.99. I'll tell you that much.
Definitely not.
It's 100% free, bro. Every night on
Mhm.
TK underscore N3X on Twitch.
Yeah. And,
but
and that's only because of y'all. That's really because of y'all. Like y'all put that fire underneath my damn toes to make me be like, hey man, I gotta do this.
Bro,
Y'all,
I called this an echo chamber with Tej. Yeah, on the first one. I said
Mhm.
this is such a fucking reverberation of positivity. We're giving it to you, you're taking it and you're amplifying it and you're handing it back to us and we're taking it, we're amplifying it. We're creating this fucking hadron collider of fucking positive energy that's just increasing, man. And it's awesome that this feeds off of each other, bro. It's this energy is great, and I think what you're doing specifically is a fucking phenomenal manifestation of this energy. You're not wasting it. You're not reveling in it. You're not using it to be cocky. You're not using it to gain clout. You're using it and you're growing a fucking garden, dude. And it's wonderful. It's right before our very fucking eyes on stream live, bro. This is going to be documented, dude. This isn't like I don't know, man. I when we talk about perspective and things because of the ADHD, I always have this real grand vision of things. Whenever I find something that I want to involve myself in, I think about what it's going to be in the future. And of course you stay in now so you can work on that, right? But the way my mind goes, I think about it, bro, and I see the culture being a big player, bro. I see it's so easy to imagine it, bro. And to think that this is the seed right here, that this is where things start, that in maybe a year, 2 years from now, right, that this is something that we're gonna look back on and laugh at or cherish or whatever, bro, just gets me excited to always want to do more with this.
yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does. Like just every day I look up and I turn that stream on and then I see Tej pull up, Z pull up, Bam, Phaser, Higher Die, Ice, Afro Dex, all these dudes, they pull up just to all do the same thing. Let's have fun and let's run it. Let's make sure we learn something out of it too. Like that's all it's really about. Like I can't stress enough that like there's people out there that don't know the first thing about just Tekken in general. Don't even know how to approach or press a but don't even know what really neutral means.
Yeah.
Don't know what a frame data, don't know what a punish, don't know if I should be pressing jab or should I be pressing down four. It is so much nuance in this game and technicality that like it's layers. And I just want people to know, like, bro, you can learn it. You can learn it. Look at me.
Right, yeah.
Y'all thought I was just good off rip. No, I went through the struggle. It was a long journey. Beef set after beef set, talking shit after talking shit, rank grind after losing rank grind. Until I really started saying, hey man, You know what the problem is? Me.
You gave us a taste of what's next as far as tournaments are concerned.
Yeah.
But what's next for TK next? What's 2026 look like for you? What are we gonna? I see you're getting into YouTube. Do you have a plan on that? Is there content we're gonna see?
Hell yeah.
What's 2026 in the year of TK next?
Hell yeah. It's a big plan coming up. We're gonna start seeing more promo videos for the Godfist Takedown, especially players. Like we're gonna start getting some profiles out there of like, you know, how you just made that video like of me for this intro is kind of like what I'm leading in towards that. And I want people to see the Godfist Takedown a little bit akin to like old school WWF, you know, like that just that raw emotion of like, yo, who's gonna take this belt? You know what I mean? Like we're
Yeah,
gonna start seeing a lot
yeah.
more of that in the coming months of 2026 because this is all a process, and I definitely want to make sure that I just make these people know this is all for us, for all of us. This ain't
There's
just for
something
the
else
culture.
I kind of want to point out too that I think is extremely impressive. A little cherry on the top of this cake is a
Mhm.
lot of this. It is still it's got structure to it, but it's it almost feels like we're just improving and improving and improving. It's much less about perfecting the formula rather than just continually improving it as we're releasing it.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
it takes a lot of courage to have a baby like this and know that it's imperfect, but still put it out to the world and to have it really fucking still be amazing. I just wanted to add that. I'm sorry. That's just a little
No,
a
no,
little
I
caveat
definitely
on
thank
that.
you for that because that's the only thing. That's the only way I looked at it from here on out because like I started seeing it like even with the first one, we had some hiccups, like things that we could have did better, but then also we made sure we paid attention to that. We was like, okay, we're not doing that again. We're gonna do it like this. You know what I mean? Or let's make sure this is what we start doing to get more outreach. Even T just picked up the ball on that. Like every video now is talking about the Godfist Takedown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Has a promo for the guy. So like all that type of stuff right there in itself is just it's beautiful. It's all with the greater good of like the culture itself because I couldn't ask for nothing better. I couldn't ask for a better group of people to be around. I couldn't be more happy than I've ever been. And it shows. Like I'm literally popping stream every day. Like just to see people. Just to
It
have people
it
pull
feels
up,
like
just
it's
to pull on
finally
Tekken.
paying off, bro. It feels like the effort is
Yeah.
finally yielding fruit, man. And I
That's
can
that's the
see
real
it
good part.
motivates you. I can see it.
Oh
It
well, yeah.
motivates you beyond anything else. Anything else, just to see
Yeah.
this garden grow, man. Like
Yes.
actually, one more question popped in my mind. I'm glad I thought about this because I actually did want to talk about this and use this as a moment to share a story too. Um, you're not afraid of running hands for
No.
any reason whatsoever. You don't like the color of my shoes? Fuck it. Let's put on some Tekken, right?
Mhm,
I'm kind of the same way, bro. But
mhm.
I wasn't always, and then not even just Tekken. A lot of fighting games. There were times when I probably should have shut up and I kind of put my foot in my mouth and I got a little publicly embarrassed sometimes, bro. Have you ever had a
Yeah.
moment like that where TK may have talked just a little bit out of his league, whether it be back in the
Um,
day with the cousins, maybe you had a brother or a cousin that was better than everybody? Have you ever had a moment where you're like, fuck, bro, I probably should have just, I'm going to have to eat this
all
L,
right.
but
Mhm. So I can point to the most noticeable moment, and I actually just told my chat about this not too long ago. A lot of people don't know how me and Overachieve met. So I used to always come into T's stream when he was doing his rank grind. And we all was in there trying to give advice and stuff like that. Me and Overachieve met for the first time. Didn't know Overachieve from a can of paint. And Overachieve was saying that Teach needed to stop being so passive and mash it out. I was in the chat saying, hey, man, you need to take time to pay attention to your opponent's patterns and play a little defense for a little bit and then assess from there. Me and Overachieve disagreed on that. And then we started having words in the chat. I was in the lobby after Teach's rank grind and I was like, well, pull up. I was talking shit at this point. I was like, pull up. I want to run it. Overchi pulled up with a Brian Tekken King Brian, and he proceeded to 5-0 me in the beef set. 5-0 me, did me dirty.
God
Now,
damn.
I still was talking shit after. I still was like, nah, cause me and me and Tees was like, hold up, he didn't pull up until he saw what rank you was though. Cause at the time, me and Tees was like purple rank, I think. We were
Yeah.
purple rank. And then like he was like, what rank are you and all that stuff? Then like he pulled up with the Tekken King, and we was like, hold up, this nigga's strong. I was like, I don't give a fuck, run it. He trashed me, 5-0 me. We talked shit. Later on, like a week later, I see him in chat. I'm like, yo, what's up over to you? I wanted to apologize because I know, like, even though we both said things, we both apologized to each other. But I was like, bro, I really want some games from you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
regardless, like I saw right then and there, I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have been talking shit, but it taught me something in that moment. I was like, I still got to improve.
Yeah.
I still got to get better at this game. And
That's the most exciting thing for me in this game. Is looking at where I'm at now and seeing the difference between like me and a Tekken God, and then in the same night sitting with a fucking like a who was it that was in the chat that was like a God. He was a god of destruction, and he was talking about how like he can't even touch God once. He's just getting wrecked by him. Like there's no matter where you're at, somebody's always so much fucking better than you. There's that potential for growth, and it's exciting to know that there's still so much fucking more that we can do in this game to reach that much higher.
Yep. And that's what propels me to keep going, because like I always tell Black Pharaoh this, and I do say it in a shady way, but I also tell Black Pharaoh so he realizes what's happening. I'm like, Black Pharaoh, you do realize I'm only getting better at this game, bro, and I'm not even at your level yet.
Where my respect,
I'm not even
Pharaoh.
where you're at yet. You know what I mean? And that's just how I look at it. I'm like, bro, imagine when I get up there, Pharaoh, and how I'm going to be playing then.
Yeah, once we get them God pings, bro, what's that conversation gonna look like, Pharaoh?
You know what I mean? And he's gonna
you
have
better
respect,
show up with a tie. You better show up looking nice.
I see how he respect GODs. I seen because he even he had the same type of respect for Codus, but the only reason Codus had beef with Black Pharaoh because Black Pharaoh be talking crazy to everybody in chat, but like he didn't openly talk shit about Codus until after their set. You know, Codus, I mean not Codus, but Black Pharaoh has to keep up that villain persona. You know
Pharaoh
what I mean?
So like Pharaoh,
he's gonna be Pharaoh. He's like, oh, I'll trash you. So like, but really, like, he respects other GODs. He just doesn't openly say it in front of us.
But like, no matter what, even when you're losing, winning, whatever, bro, having that base respect, that love, and just that will to do better will do so fucking much to change your perspective on this game and to actually bring you fucking enjoyment in what you're doing.
Yes.
And on all of that, bro, see us out. Plug whatever you need to plug, bro. Give us wise words from the demon fist of the culture.
So I don't really have a lot. I mean, I would say pull up to the stream at TK_N3X, but the only thing I can say, I started playing better once I started realizing that this all takes work, and it is a process to anything, not just Tekken, but at anything. There is a process to doing this stuff. This is not a journey. This is not a destination. We are not, oh, I got to get to this higher ceiling and then that's when everything is going to be great. No, it is a process to get there and stay there. It is a process, not a destination. You work at this stuff and you just make sure you understand that you have to do some reflecting and self-evaluation to make sure you actually are correcting your assessment, because like you said, we are our own worst critic, and just make sure you don't let it get the better of you, because we gotta keep pushing, we gotta keep moving, and just make sure you do it with love and not malice. Even though we talk that shit, know that we still got love for each other.